Hi everyone, it's Dee. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're continuing our discussion about my journey with the gastric sleeve surgery. Now, just a warning before I continue it any further, I do want to note that gastric sleeve surgery is not for everyone. So, this isn't something where I'm pushing something or promoting something that I think everyone should get. I don't. If you need it, it's here for that. I'm here to help you with any experiences I have. But otherwise, I suggest if you can do it on your own, please do it on your own first. Today, I want to go over basically my pre op diet, exercise, what they had me do, instructions, and things like that. So, and the type of education the clinic gave me. Now, as far as education goes, this clinic was really thorough. I had a book about this thick that I had to go over, and it was just basically things about servings and what has more calories in a diet and what you can or cannot eat after the surgery. I really did appreciate that because it opened my eyes to quite a bit when it comes to eating. And I think with a lot of us, especially in American society, we have a thing with portion control. And, you see a single serving, you're thinking, oh my God, and without thinking, you can eat 3 or 4 servings without even knowing about it. Well, I appreciated the education that I got because I did see, how much more you can get out of nutrition and how much more you actually can eat when you do go by, single serving size and get educated on what's better to eat and what's really not good for you to eat. And I think that's what a lot of us today are missing is that good education on, hey, maybe you should eat it this way instead of, cut back on this much and you'll be okay. But basically, I want to go over what happened. Starting as of October 1st of last year, I was given a basic high protein, low carbohydrate diet, which basically means that I was to consume 60, which I still do today, 60 to 100 grams of protein per day. No sweets, starches, uh, sugary foods. Max at a time, I can have nothing over 6 grams of sugar in it. Um, Over the months, I experimented with different protein drinks and shakes and low calorie snacks, trying to balance it. It was kind of like an up and down scale. It was a little bit difficult, which with anyone, it'll be difficult to understand at first and try to experiment. But the best thing about it is that you go with what's good for you and also work in coordination with your either dietitian or your doctor, or for me the clinic and the surgeons, because what they did is every time I came in and say, hey, I find myself more hungrier during this hour, what should I do this way, they would tell me things like, okay, well then, you know what, get another protein drink instead of just two, or eat a high protein snack then, and just drink more water, or try chicken broth, things like that. And it really did help curb a lot of the hunger of what I was going through. Um, Essentially, in my diet, what I had to give up was my number one main addiction. And to those who know me, I am a soda addict. I can drink soda like nobody's business. I'll drink, if I was in a desert dying of thirst, I drink soda before I drink water. So it was that was hard. That was I was actually worse than giving up smoking. That was really really hard. But I ended up doing that. No potatoes, sweet, not even sweet potatoes, none of that. I got rid of all of that out of my diet. There's a shake called Premier Advantage. I'll show some pictures of it later. It's literally 160 calories, 30 grams of protein, and I believe 1 gram of sugar. And they started me off with like 2 of those a day, and then I would eat like a small portion dinner, a high protein dinner, like maybe a chicken salad or whatever I was eating with the family, but it mainly consisted of protein foods. If I needed a snack, I would eat a hard boiled egg, or just some type of protein. Even they said even beef jerky or something like that, something with not a lot of sugar in it, because sometimes beef jerky has sugar. People cure it in a lot of sugar. Um, that helped. That helped a lot. But as with all diets, exercise is the most important key, and that was hard for me. Um, I walk my son to school. Well, we take the bus, but then I walk him about half a mile to his school and then half a mile back. So walking helps. But also, luckily for me, because I couldn't really afford a gym membership, in my apartment complex, they have a gym. So I was in, it's 24 hours, so I can hit the gym at any hour. And I don't know if a lot of people deal with this, but I know a lot of heavy set people deal with it. And it's very uncomfortable being in a gym surrounded by a lot of people. And for me, I have somewhat of an anxiety with that. So at night, it was perfect. I was by myself. I can either watch a movie on the treadmill and go, and then I started doing strength training, working on my arms, doing all the machines, and it really did help. It helped with my mobility. It helped with dropping the weight, so that by the end of it, about just pre-surgery, I was about 50 pounds lost. Um, that was pretty cool. And yes, I counted my calories. I don't know why that's the devil to some people, but I did. It's not that hard. And losing weight that way is actually easy, because if you look at, there's certain actually fitness influencers on YouTube that I listen to. One is Obese to Beast. My thoughts might offend you. Pablo Swolio, yeah, that's funny name. And Every Damn Day Fitness. I actually listen to these gurus because they're let's just say if you're a snowflake, you don't go to their channel, because they give you the harsh core reality of things. And I love listening to them. And what it is when it comes to dieting, there is no special magic pill trick or anything like that. The truth is your output has to outweigh your input. So how many calories go in has to be less than the calories that you burn, and that's how you lose weight. And so yes, I counted my calories, and first I started off with something simple. I started off with a 1,500 calorie diet. Now you're thinking, oh, what do you eat on that? Actually, you can eat quite a bit. Actually, I ate a lot. I ended up being more full than I usually am, because I use portion control sizes, but I use things like vegetables and more meats and leaner meat, and eating that way made me much more fuller. Oh, I also supplemented protein. Now there's a company, I'll also add that picture in the back, called nuts.com. And no, I'm not sponsored by them. I wish I was. I love that company. And they have what's called collagen protein. And it's pure collagen protein, and it's unflavored, and you can put it in your coffee, you can put it in your water, and the consistency doesn't change. It doesn't taste funny afterward. And I believe 1 ounce is like 26 grams of protein. So I was able to not only meet my protein requirements, but I ended up doing it without, adding extra food or too many calories to my daily intake. So basically, that's how I did it. It's not a wonderful, magical anything. It was just straight listening to the doctor. And that's hard for a lot of people, because a lot of people don't like being told what to do. They like to do it their way. But I kind of see the logic of why they do that, why they make you lose that weight first. First of all, most clinics, especially mine, will require you to lose 10% of your body weight, which for me, that was only 34 pounds. But I see why they do it, because when you get to the point after surgery, you're so restricted on what you eat. You have to get yourself used to knowing that, hey, if I eat an ounce of something, I'm not going to die. It's not going to be the end of the world. And I can actually do it. And it makes more and more sense that way, because the thing is, losing weight and a lot of this weight loss stuff, it's really all up here. It's mental. It's the reason why we overeat it's mental. Not necessarily, oh, I hate myself and I gotta eat. It's a lot of mental of, hey, you know, I've been eating this much for so long. I feel like I have to do it. And if I feel the slightest discomfort, I'm going to die. But it's not the case. It actually does get better. And it's, you know, it's a good training. It trains your mind to where you get towards the surgery, and then you're like, okay, well, I've been eating this way the whole time, so it's not really that much of a bother if I don't eat that many calories. But basically, I'm gonna stop boring you guys with the fundamentals for now. Next time, I'm gonna go into some more deeper issues, like the emotional thinking process behind it, psych evaluations for it, all that kind of good stuff. And also too, if you like my content, please thumbs up, subscribe, you know the good stuff. Comment too, let me know. If you have any questions, please talk to me about it. We can discuss. Like I said, I'll make a whole video for you. Again, thank you guys for watching. Take care.